welcome back to Pali Teachers. In this video, let's discuss one of the important DSA problem that we need to solve when we are working with subarrays. The Here the question is finding the longest subarray with some k. So first I'll tell what is subarrays. As we have array elements as 5, 10, 5, 2, 7, 1 and 9. So subarray is if the subarray like it is a continuous element. Here 10 itself is in a subarray, then 10 5 is in a subarray, then 10 5 2 is in a subarray, 10 5 2 7 is in a subarray, 10 5 2 7 1 is in a subarray, 10 5 2 7 1 9 is in a subarray. Likewise, 5 is in a subarray, 5 2 is in a subarray, 5 2 7 is in a subarray. Likewise, it continues. Like it is a continuous element from each element. This is a subarray. So now let's go into the problem statement. That is, we need to find the subarray that is exactly equal to the case sum. Suppose if we take the elements that are there in an array, let's just find for a sample case like what are the subarrays that are exactly sum equal to 15. Here we have 10 and 5 which is equal to 15, and then we have another subarray that is 5 2 7 1 which is also equal to 15. So here we need to find the longest subarray. That means the answer is 4, where we have 4 elements in a subarray that exactly equal to the 15 sum. So first let's go with the brute force solution. Brute force solution, like as we know, like we need to iterate each array subarray where I is equal to 0, I less than n, and I plus plus. And here we'll have a sum variable for each subarray for calculating each subarray, and we'll have another for loop to iterate the sum of each subarrays where j is equal to I, because I itself is an a subarray, and j should be less than or equal to n and j plus plus. And also we'll take another variable that is ans is equal to 0 at beginning. Like we don't know what, like how much length we exactly equal to the sum. So now here we need to add each element in a sum. Each element in a sum, and then check if sum is equal to k, we'll just update the answer value. That is as ans is equal to math.max of ans comma j minus I plus 1. Like I'll explain while iterating a simple example, and then we'll just close it and print the answer. This is the code. So let's explain, like let's do the iteration part of this code. Like at beginning where I is equal to 0, here the sum will become 0 at beginning, and then j is equal to I, which is 10, like 0th index, and it will add into the sum value. Now sum value is equal to 10, and then it checks if sum is equal to k. No, it is not k. It is not equal to k. So it will just continue the for loop, and this j will increase. It will move into the first index and adds the 5 to the previous sum, which is equal to 15, and checks if sum is equal to k. Like we can see the sum is exactly equal to the k. So it will just update the answer value. As before answer value is 0, it will check. Here j value is 1 and I value is 0, and we need to add 1. Okay, which is equal to 2. So here the answer will be the 2. That means we have 2 elements in a subarray which exactly equal to the sum where k is equal to 15. Okay, this is the brute force. Likewise, we need to continue. When it comes to I is equal to 1, it iterates from 5. It iterates from 5, and in a j for loop, it starts from 5. 5 plus 2 is equal to 7. 7 plus 7 is equal to 14. And again, like it continues the subarray sum and at one point it will equals to the 15 and finds the maximum length. That's how we'll get the answer as for in brute force. Okay, this is the brute force solution of finding the longest subarray with sum is equal to k. Now let's quickly discuss the optimized solution. Like for now, let me note the values 10, 10, 5, 2, 7, 1, 9. This is the subarray we have. Like we before this, we need to learn about the prefix sum. Prefix sum is nothing but like adding the previous sum. Like if previous array is this 10, because we don't have any previous elements. 10 and the next will be 15 because 10 plus 5 is equal to 15 and the next will be 17. 15 plus 2 is equal to 17 and 17 plus 7 is equal to 24 and 24 plus 1 is equal to 25 and 25 plus 9 is equal to 34. Okay, this is the prefix sum. Now what exactly the logic works is like if we find the prefix sum minus k value, there exist another value in an array, then we can able to get the subarray. Like suppose we have a subarray like prefix sum as 25 and we know the k value is 15. If we do if we do this operation, we'll get 10. 10 is we can find that like 10 exists in a array, so that we can include like exclude this element and we can choose remaining elements as an subarray. Like we got the subarray which exactly like until the fourth fourth index. If we exclude zeroth index, we'll get the subarray that exactly equals to the 15. Okay, and also like we have here one simple example, that is 15. 15 minus 15 is equal to 0. At beginning in math, there won't be any possible values, so it is also a possible subarray. Okay. Now let's quickly discuss the code and the iteration part. Like as I said here, we need to create a map which stores the sum of prefix sum and the index. Okay, both are integers. And now also we need prefix sum at beginning which is equal to 0 and also answer which is 0 at beginning, and we'll have a for loop to iterate each element. I starts from 0 and I iterates until the end and I plus plus. Firstly we need to like add the coming array element prefix into the prefix sum and checks if prefix sum is equal to k, then we'll update the answer as answer is equal to I. And then if it is not equal, like we need to check if if map contains any possibility contains prefix sum minus sum, then we need to get like there is possibility, like as before here explained something 25 minus 15 is equal to 10. Like if we'll already store the 10, no, so like we find the subarray, then we need to get the length which is equal to I minus mp dot get of prefix sum minus sum. Okay, then we need to update the answer. If this length is greater than the previous answer, we need to update it. Mat dot max of ans comma length. If suppose we didn't find like any value like this, we'll just push this. We'll just push this. Not contains. Like if we didn't have prefixum previously in a map, not contains, not contains previous sum, like prefix sum. We'll put this prefix sum in a map That is mp dot put prefix comma index I. Okay, hope you got it. And then at last we need to print answer. This is exactly code of the brute force where we have followed prefix and method using the maths. So now let's iterate. Let's iterate for some simple example where at beginning the prefix sum if we are starting like 10, 5, 2, 7, 1 and 9. 10. We'll add 10 which is not equal to the ans will not do anything and checks if contains mp dot contains prefix sum minus here it is not sum it is k. Okay, it will find like 10 minus 15 which is equal to 5. Does it exist in map? Like we nothing, no values are there in a map as of now. So it is not there. So it will not like go into this if condition. Like as it is doesn't contain. We just put this prefix sum like prefix sum that is 10 comma and index which is 0. Okay, and then it iterates. It iterates. It is and now it will move into the file where it will add 5 to the sum as previous sum which is 10 plus 5 equal to 15 and as exactly this 15 is equal to k it will just update the answer I equal to like answer is equal to 1. So to get exact count of the suburb here we just put this plus 1 plus 1. Okay, and this is like and it will go to this if condition where prefix sum 15 minus 15 is equal to 0. Does it exist in the map? No, nothing. So we'll just store this 15 comma 1. It will like this if condition will be executed and then it moves to the 2. 2 will be added to the prefix sum which is 7 which will become 17 and checks if 17 minus 15 2. Does 2 exist? Does 2 exist in map? No, it doesn't. It didn't exist. So it will just push into the map that is as 15 comma 2 and it passes it checks with 7 now 17 plus 7 which is equal to 24 as a prefix sum and checks this condition if prefix sum if like 24 minus 15 which is exactly is equal to 9 does 10 exist does 9 exist in a map? No, it doesn't exist. So it will this condition will be executed. That means we'll store the 24 comma 3 and now we need to like it moves and checks 1 that is now prefix sum will become 25 and checks with this condition 25 minus 10 which is equal to 15 sorry 50 25 minus 15 which is equal to 10 so we'll check if 10 exists if 10 exists in a map we can choose the 10 exist in a map so this if condition will be executed that is as I now here I will be 1 2 3 4 5 5 minus which is where I like mp dot get where the 10 exists that is 0 0 minus 1 here 0 that is 5 and minus 1 which will be 4 like as we are removing this element like we need to do this 4 okay like we got the answer 4 as previously we stored answer as 2 so it will check if 2 is greater than 4 yes so if 2 is greater than 4 or not as it is not true it will store the 4 as an answer and the process continues this is like code works to find the longest subarray that exactly equal to the same k value. Okay, thank you for watching. Please do subscribe for more videos like this.